Find other great podcasts like this one at Podmoth.network.
O'Connor Orchid Estates Apartments. Located in the center of the small town of Reading, Ohio, it is widely regarded as the world's most haunted location. Join world-renowned paranormal investigators Abigail Reynolds and Michael Colby as they immerse themselves into every aspect of life in this building and expose the truth of its horrific history. Join us for My Creepy Haunted Life.
Jack Billings presents Haunted Apartment Complex, starring me, Jack Billings, obviously.
Damn it! How did you even get in here, Jack?
Well, let's get spooky, crew.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
My name's Kathryn.
And I'm Hayley.
And we are Saturdays for the Ghouls.
A Podmoth podcast.
How are you, Hayley?
I'm good. I'm good, Kathryn. How are you?
Okay. I'm okay. It's Monday, and so that sucks. It's your Saturday, so.
I know, it's my Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm off for 2 days.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, nothing else is going on. So I'm excited to be here with you talking about a movie today.
Oh.
Spooky Babes, I hope you had a great Irish holiday. If you celebrate.
We got some shenanigans.
Some shenanigans, some folklore, some urban legends. But today's not going to be about anything Irish. But anyway, do you have anything to tell the Spooky Days before we get right into the movie?
Prepare to be upset. I'm just kidding.
Understood. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be upset this movie. And I'm sorry. But Hayley picked it.
Okay. It was either this movie that Kathryn's about to talk about, or it was Spree with Joe Keery in it. So I haven't seen either, but you know.
I just watched Spree like 2 days ago on Saturday. So that's why it was in my brain. And it's way more bloody than this movie. I know you didn't know about basically anything about either of the movies I gave you. You just were like, let's pick one. And it was either Joe or Jeremy, who plays Lip in Shameless. His real name's Jeremy. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
He's not a Jeremy. He's a Lip.
He's Lip.
Anyway.
He's a Philip.
Actors are also human beings and they have real lives and stuff. Sorry about that. But anyway, if we refer to him as Lip through the movie, we're sorry.
Mm-hmm. As we were watching the movie, I kept saying, Lip. That's such a Lip thing to do.
The character is very reminiscent of Lip. If you, maybe not as harsh, but kind of the same. But,
and like I said when we were watching it, Jeremy always plays like kind of the hard-shelled, inside softy characters.
Yeah, little bad boy, little bit of, protective, little, Anyway, so the movie that we're talking about today is called The Rental. Mm-hmm. If you guys can't read the title and you guys just blindly clicked on it, it's called The Rental, and it was released in 2020. So this is like a COVID movie. It's like what I like to call it.
Only one person was wearing a mask, though.
Yes, only one person, because they filmed it in 2019. So there was no germs in 2019. Let me give you a little brief synopsis of from Rotten Tomatoes or something. I don't know. I always get like a little synopsis so that I can give you some information. Because whatever me and Hayley say, it's like chaos incarnated. So, two couples on an ocean getaway grow suspicious that the host of their seemingly perfect rental house may be spying on them. Before long, what should have been a celebratory weekend trip turns into something far more sinister. 2 sentences, and that was a very good wrap up. Hayley, would you like to tell us your synopsis first, or would you like me to read my synopsis notes that I wrote while we were watching the movie?
I'm gonna do a Hayley synopsis in Kathryn fashion.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Give me a
okay.
Hayley synopsis, Kathryn style.
Bros.
We're amazing.
So we got bros, we got girls, company, celebration, expensive Airbnb, but worth it. Sexual tension, maybe not. Anyway, Airbnb, creepy racist white man, dog. Dog butt, nut butt, so cute. Love this dog. Ecstasy, 3-way fun weekend.
Wait, what?
Kind of. I said 3-way fun weekend, but that was because only 3 of them like took ecstasy. But then I was like, wait a minute.
That would have been a completely different movie.
Oh yeah. So we got ecstasy going. Then we got everybody passing out except for bro A and girl B. They don't
Not
go together.
originally together.
Yeah, they don't go together. They in the hot tub, and then they're like, oh, sexual tension confirmed. And Hayley is pissed at this point. Kathryn's getting pissed at this point. They only kiss. Could have been the end of it, right? No, decide to go fuck in the shower. Yeah, it's a whole revenge plot by a stranger. They all die and live happily ever after. Besides the dog. The dog's fine. That's the only thing I cared about, the dog.
Only the dog lives happily ever after.
I mean, the killer lives happily ever after too.
I guess you're right. That was great. I love it.
Or as you should say, bro, girl, fun, that, dumbass bitch. Dog. Yay. That was a lot more deaths, I know.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much what I would have said. My notes got a little unhinged, and then I just after Josh, went Daisy Dukes with that other guy, I stopped.
Oh, that's funny. So right before the action started happening and the deaths.
I got too enthralled.
You're like, damn, Jeremy.
Right? So the movie starts out, and my notes go like this. Flip, is that you? Then I said, fuck Charlie, which is his brother. Then I said, racist landlord fucker. Here we are at the place. Creepy underground electronic door. Weird relationship with Mina and Charlie. Ecstasy party without Michelle. Josh passes out. Mina and Charlie alone in a hot tub sharing jets. They make out. I hate the cheating. Reggie, like the good dog he is, breaks it up. Muffled breathing. They fuck in the shower? ? They got too tired to hike. Just Josh and Michelle go on the hike. Charlie's a serial cheater. Shower cam. Mina and Charlie make a pact. Zip lips. No one will get fucked up with Michelle. Reggie's lost. Taylor came to fix the hot tub, and Mina confronts him. Things escalate quickly, and then I just put lights, camera, action. Which for the movie, it makes sense.
If you've seen it, yes.
Now I understand. In the grand scheme of things, we've barely told you anything except for the fact that Mina and Charlie cheated with each other on their significant other / brother. When Taylor comes over to come fix the hot tub, Mina's like, hey, I know that you have cameras in the shower. He's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's like, you know what? I'll call the police. Because she's like, I'll call the police and blah, blah, blah. So then she tries to stop him. They get into an altercation. Therefore, Josh yeeted Taylor. Surprisingly enough, didn't kill him. The killer killed him. He was unconscious in the tub, and the killer just palmed over nose and mouth and killed him. That's our first death. Then the killer reveals to Michelle that Charlie and Mina had fucked in the shower with said video escape from the shower. And she's like, fuck all of you. While Charlie and Mina and Josh are trying to throw him over the cliff, which that was a bad try.
Yeah, they're trying to throw the, what is it, Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor. But then they did finally get Taylor down the cliff, and Michelle's leaving, and she runs over this thing, and her car's wheels get all flat and stuff, and she runs into a tree. She doesn't die there, but someone does kill her. But she texts Charlie for help. So Charlie goes out there and he dies too. And then while Mina and Josh are looking for the place of where the video cameras are so that they can destroy the evidence and live their merry, happy lives being not murderers, Josh gets a text message from his brother saying, well, it was like first like a recording of them saying like it can never happen again. And he's like, he confronts Mina and it's like, it can never happen again. Huh? And she's like, what? And then
I don't know what you're
picture of
talking about.
yeah, and then Charlie sends her a picture of sends Josh a picture of her in the shower. He's like, why the fuck does Josh have a picture like this? And then sends the video of them fucking. And so then Josh is just searching for Charlie in the house and he finds his own demise. And then Mina tries to be the final girl, and for fuck's sake, she is not worth it. And she jumps herself off the cliff by being chased by this guy because she's a fucking idiot. And that's how everyone dies. And the killer just takes all of his cameras and moves on to the next Airbnb.
Yep.
Now the reason, like, okay, so I was thinking like, this is like a twist of like Strangers and I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is like, because, you know, like Josh fucked up the guy and then like it just spiraled out of nowhere because he died. And technically speaking, I mean, the killer did roll out those spikes and stuff, but everything, like, I mean, like the killer didn't make him try to hide the body. You know what I mean? Like the killer
Right.
didn't make him have sex in the shower. You know, like it's a whole like it's not just like a horror movie. It's like a drama horror, is what I would.
There's a lot of drama.
Yeah, our cast is there's only two people that I recognize, and it's Michelle and Josh. But our cast is Dan Stevens plays Charlie, Allison Brie plays Michelle. Allison Brie also plays. She's on Community, and she's Annie on Community. And Sheila Vand plays Mina. Jeremy Allen White plays Josh. He also plays Lip on Shameless. And Toby Huss plays Taylor. And Chunk plays Reggie, our favorite character.
His name is Chunk. Oh my god.
And we were talking about his little tushy because it was like up in the air. And I was like, it's Chonky. Anyway, now the creep himself, the killer, is not listed in the credits as like the killer, but there is one more name that's listed in like the cast list at the end right before it does the whole like rolls the credits, and that's Anthony Malarney. He probably plays the killer because I looked him up and we never see the killer's face, so we don't actually know what the killer's face looks like. So we see like the back of him and like the shoulder and like the neck's like the side of him. We never see like his face. I'm assuming it's this Anthony guy though. But he's also under the credits for stunts. So maybe he's just a stunt man. But I doubt it. Do you want to go over the fun facts or whatever?
No, not yet. You're like, okay.
No, what do you want to do?
So I'm gonna explain how like my thought process is going. I was trying to think like, I thought it was gonna be like a twist ending, you know, like it's someone that we know slightly, mainly because you were like, I was like, the first like few minutes I liked Mina. I hated Charlie right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't really care for Michelle at first either. But then that all switched, and I loved Michelle and I loved Josh and hated Mina and Charlie. But the whole time, I thought that it might have been like near the beginning. I thought that maybe it was like the girls that teamed up, or it was gonna be like Michelle teamed up with either Josh or someone else to like either take over the company, whatever company it was, or just to get back at Charlie for sleeping with Mina. Yeah.
So the reason when you were like, "Oh, I like Mina," like, and I was like, "Oh, don't count your chickens before they hatch," was because she's a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. Not necessarily that like she was gonna be a killer. The movie itself has a relatively ambiguous ending, kind of like Oculus, but like the ending that's what makes the movie, I think, scary. Not so much that it was like one of the 4 people that we were meeting in the beginning, is that anyone can stay at an Airbnb and plant cameras into the Airbnb. And everyone's had a key to that Airbnb, and it costs $2 to make a key at Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
He made a key for free, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyone, the creepy, scary part about it is that Airbnbs probably are riddled with cameras in the shower, maybe in the bedrooms. The guy picked up all of his cameras out of this house. They were in the shower head, in the light switches, in the smoke detectors. They were in the lamps, in the plants, like all over. To me, that was like the scariest part, is that like I've stayed in so many different Airbnbs. Who's to say that those ones didn't also have cameras?
That's true. It's scary.
That's why I thought that the movie was creepy and scary. Did you like the movie?
Okay, this is when I can say this then. Okay, so this movie has a lot of similarities to, as we talked earlier, the Netflix movie, The Open House. And I mean, you've seen it. So for those of you who haven't seen it, the premise is there's this family and they go to this open house. Basically, people are still like coming to see it, even though they now, don't they get the house, or are they trying to sell the house, right?
I think that they're trying to sell it.
Okay. So like, when you have an open house, like all these people like come in, right? So this person, again, one of the similarities to this movie is in open house, you never see the killer. You don't know who it is. And there are some theories on who people think it is, but it doesn't matter. But basically, the open house ends very similar to this one. Everyone dies, and then the guy just moves on. But I genuinely, none of the characters to me did anything wrong in that movie, especially the kid. Like, it just pissed me off because I was like, he didn't deserve that. And I just thought it was awful. This movie, I love.
Because they make you like hate at least half the characters, right?
Yeah. The only one I cared about was Josh.
Yeah.
And Michelle slightly, but I didn't care about them enough to actually be upset that they died.
Right. And also, they also tried to like villainize Josh in some manner because of the fact that Josh beat up Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So like in some aspects, some people wouldn't care about Josh either, because
True.
I mean, he beat up Taylor for seemingly not very much reason. I mean, like, not just like punched him, like threw him into a tub and like beat the shit out of him.
Well, he's protective over his girlfriend. But the reason why I love Josh so much is because he's working on himself. Like, he's improving, and he's got this, what he thinks is a really nice girl, and he's afraid of losing her. Mm-hmm. And he'll literally do anything for this girl. And that warms my heart and soul. And then
she just, like, stomps all over him.
And she just fucking fucks his piece of shit brother who's married. All throughout the movie, Josh is like this is after like they killed the guy, or technically killed the guy. And he's like, I need to sacrifice. I'm not getting you guys in trouble. This is my fault. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm like, it's literally all because your piece of shit girlfriend fucked your brother. Like, it was making me so angry because I was like, Josh, you deserve so much. That's again why my name is Josh Deserved Better on the Zoom call.
Josh truly did deserve better. And unfortunately, you know me, it doesn't take much for me to hate a character enough for them to be like not sad when they die. We happened to Terrifier 2. and that girl didn't do nearly as bad a shit as Mina and Charlie. And so I I hate the cheating trope. Like the trope of like it's just like I don't like it when that's part of the story. Like I don't understand why it's necessary. I do understand that like it was necessary in this case to like kind of villainize Charlie and Mina, but
Mhm.
I was like, I hate when there's cheating in a movie, and that's just probably my personal like, ick.
Yeah. I know when the shower scene came in, you were like,
Yeah.
I hate this scene so much, but the way you said it like made me think something like really bad was gonna happen. So
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that they cheated, yes, that's bad. But I was like, oh, they're just gonna have sex. Okay. Like I thought something like just bad was gonna happen. Like
No, but that was Josh's worst case scenario. Josh told Michelle on the beach that he was afraid that his brother was gonna fulfill a need that that Mina didn't have, fulfilled by him.
yeah.
Remember? So like the fact that he's asleep on the couch and his worst case scenario was happening and playing out. And like, you know, again, I like Josh. So it's like it's hard to be like, fuck, that happened, That's why I hate
Yeah.
it. So you love this movie.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
I really did like it.
That's good.
I
Uh,
would watch it again for sure.
oh, no. This is the second time I've watched it, probably in like the last 12 months. So do you want to go through our fun facts or whatever? There wasn't that
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Dave Franco's directorial debut. That's James Franco's little brother. He's also
Mhm.
an actor. He even co-wrote it. Oh, good job, Dave Franco.
He did so good.
It was filmed in Bandon, Oregon.
I've been there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a really small
Um,
beach town.
yeah. I was like, while they were driving, I was gonna be like, Hayley, does this look familiar? Because it was obviously Pacific Northwest because it had all of the trees and stuff,
Mhm.
evergreens and stuff. But yeah. Bandon, Oregon is where it was filmed. Allison Brie, who plays Michelle, is married to Dave Franco. And so I put, and that's not unlike Oculus and Hush, which is our last two movies that we did, which was Mike Flanagan and his wife. I also put in parentheses, I said, I guess if you want to act, be a director's wife. If I've learned
Damn.
anything in the last like month or so doing movies, if
Be a
you want to
director's
act, be a
wife.
director's wife. Yeah. Allison Brie, I don't know how long she's been married to Dave Franco, but I don't imagine it's been long. And she has credits surpassing back before Dave Franco, I'm sure of.
2017.
That's when they got married?
Mhm.
Oh, so yeah, she was on Community before that, and I'm sure she had more than that. She was on Scream 4.
She was in Scream 4?
Yeah. She played the reporter or journalist or something.
Oh, the
She
bitch
got straight
lady?
murked. Yeah.
Oh, that is her.
She
Yeah.
always looks a little different, so it's like always sometimes hard to place her, but
Mhm.
she's in a lot of things. She has a lot of credits. This was supposed to be released on July 24th, 2020, but due to the Panini, it was released a little early on June 18th at Vineland Drive-In Theater in California. The big question that everyone wants to ask is, will there be a sequel, Dave Franco? And Dave Franco said that he intended on this movie being a complete standalone with an ambiguous ending. And but a lot of people have, inquired about a potential sequel, and he said that he has he would quote a very strong idea for what I would want to do with the sequels, what he said. So what that is, I have no idea, but I don't think that there's going to be a sequel.
It
I think
doesn't
he
need one.
intended for it. No, yeah. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do that hasn't already been done,
Hmm.
unless it's the origin story, or I mean, it's just going to be another rental where he murders people, right?
Right. And the reason why it worked in this one is because we didn't
Didn't
know.
even know that he existed
Yeah. But now that we
until like,
know,
yeah.
and I mean, okay, kind of the credits were like a sum up of what he's doing now. Like he's still
Right, exactly.
Still going.
Still murking. So I don't know. I don't think it needs a sequel. I just think because it ended with no like without the killer like being dead. Everyone's always like, is there gonna be a sequel? Would you like to know how much money was on their budget? Do you want to guess their budget? I don't know if you'll guess it.
You don't think so?
I don't think you'll guess it. No.
300,000.
No.
More?
Yes.
2 million. Is
More.
it way more?
It's up there.
100 million.
No. No.
10 million.
No. It's less.
Okay,
You
5
were
million.
closer with 2 million. Okay. You're teetering right around it. It was, you want one more guess?
No,
It's
okay.
less than 5 million, more than 2.
It's less than 5 million, more than 2.
Less than 5 million, more than 2, or whatever the last one you said.
4.
Very close. 3.5 million for one location. Seems kind of like a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have 4 big names. You had 2, and I'd say they're 2. I don't know. 3.5 million is a lot. Do you think that they made their money back in the box office?
I don't think so. Did it go in theater?
It was a limited theater release, and then it was able to be rented on streaming services.
Maybe.
Okay. What do you think it made? I'll give you the hint. You're right. It does make its money back.
Oh, okay.
3.5. It has to be more than that.
I'll go with 5.
Close. It's 4.3.
4.3.
So almost a whole mil over what their budget was. And this is the breakdown. On the first day, they made an estimated amount of $130,000 on their first day. Over the weekend, they made $420,000. And then it was also the top rated film on Apple TV and other streaming services that first weekend. The second weekend, they made $290,000. And it remained on the top 10 charts on the rentals. And then in the third weekend, it made $123,000. And then it was also in the top rented horror films on iTunes. So the total that they made, I added this total up, which was $964,000. But the total they made domestically, which was here in the United States, is 1.6 million, and then internationally they made 2.7 million.
Damn.
They made more money internationally on this film than they did domestically, which I think is strange because it resonates with people all over the world. Because everyone, I think that for the most part, Airbnbs are everywhere.
I'm like, is it maybe because like some of the actors in it are more well known?
I don't know. Mina, I don't know who played Charlie and Mina. Maybe they're more well known in like internationally. I have no idea. But I would say that generally, Josh and Michelle are both known pretty well in the United States. So the ratings, the Tomato Boys rated it a 75%, 74%. IMDb rated it a 5.7 out of 10. That's not great. Metacritic rated it a 62%, and Google users rated it 2.3 out of 5, an average of 2.3 out of 5.
It's not that bad.
I would say it's not that bad either.
I thought it was good.
So I have a few quotes from film critics who some of them liked it, some of them didn't. The consensus among the Tomato Boys, which is basically all the critics who put their reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, they said that, quote, some tricky genre juggling makes the rental a bit of a fixer-upper, but the effective chills and the solid cast make this a fine destination for horror fans. This is Richard Roper from the Chicago Times. The rental would have worked purely as a compelling character study about 4 dysfunctional adults unraveling over the course of a long weekend. When the presence of a homicidal maniac is introduced to the proceedings, the transition to a horror film is brilliant and wacky and pretty darn great. Owen Gieberman from Variety, he said, There's some crafty artistry work in the rental and also some fairly standard pandering, which feels like a violation of the movie's better instincts. That said, most of it is skillful and engrossing to establish Franco as a director to watch. Okay. And then Oliver Jones from The Observer, he did not like the movie. He says it's a tweener, a film that's partly infidelity drama, part slasher film, while never fully committing to either idea.
I
And I
guess I
guess
see
I
that,
could
but
see that. But I think that the combination was done well. I
I
mean,
think so too.
I don't know how much more it could fully have committed to the infidelity. And I mean, everyone died. So how much more fully could it have committed to the slasher? Like,
Right. Okay. Side note. Okay, so I was trying to see like all these actors and stuff. So Dan Stevens, the one that plays Charlie, he's a British actor.
Mhm.
So I guess he was in Downton Abbey as well. So he's got a lot of
he's
shit
got a
under
lot of
his belt.
UK.
He was also in the movie The Guest, which I've seen like parts of,
Mhm.
and I was really attracted to him in that. So, and then have you seen the new Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson?
No.
Oh, he plays Beast.
Well, he does. That would make sense of why there was a lot more international people if he's like Britain's hottest or whatever the fuck. Did Mina have any other credits under her belt?
Not anything big, but she's Iranian,
Maybe she has some credits from Iran.
maybe. That's my
Who
only
knows?
guess.
I mean, I think that the UK is, is pretty large in the fact that if people watched for him, that could probably alone help boost the international numbers. What do you rate The Rental, Hayley?
I would give it a good like 6 out of 10.
When you said I love it, I was hoping that we'd get out of our like 6 to 7 rut. Every movie we rate is a 6.
Okay, I'll give it a 7. I'll do 8. We'll do 8.
I'm not saying you have to change your mind.
It's an 8.
No, don't give it an 8 if it's not an 8. I'm not telling you to change your mind. I just thought that maybe it had gotten, when you said I love it, I thought it's at least a 7.5. I think that the highest we've gone is 7 in the last like 3 movies at least. I don't remember the other ones. I think that I'd also give it a 7. I mean, I think it's good. I don't think it's the best horror movie I've ever seen. It immediately loses a point for all the cheating.
Damn, bro.
Technically all I got. There
Damn.
wasn't a ton of information about the movie other than what I got. I'd be interested in seeing more movies from Dave Franco. This is also not like I don't feel like it would be the same kind of movie that a James Franco would do.
Nope.
Like I like that it's different. Is that all you have for the Spooky Babes today, Hayley?
Spooky babes. Don't let this stop you from renting an Airbnb. Just be careful. Don't get a cabin that's in the woods or buy a drop-off cliff into the ocean. And don't go running at night near said cliff that leads to the ocean. Did I mention it's a drop-off cliff that leads to the ocean? But enjoy your life. Go watch this movie, take some notes, check your shower heads.
Like your brother or your sister or your girlfriend or your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yup. Don't take ecstasy
Yeah.
with people you don't trust.
If they were supposed to take ecstasy with anyone, though, it should be these people.
Right.
Like,
but again, we can't tell you how to live your life. We're just here for precautionary tales and entertainment. If you take that advice, you take that advice. If you don't, well, we tried.
and trust your gut.
Mm-hmm. Definitely trust that gut.
If you think something's fishy going on, just trust yourself.
Leave. Just leave.
I know that's easier said than done, but
but yes, enjoy your life. Don't let anyone control your life or tell you what to do. Don't let anybody gaslight you today or tomorrow or the next day. as we started saying now, protect your peace, man. Protect your peace.
Yes. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Thank you for coming to my spooky TED Talk. Back to you, Kathryn, with the daily news.
Weather. Anyway, spooky babes, we appreciate you coming around. I hope that you like this episode. You should watch the movie. It's less than an hour and a half, so like
Little
why
light
not?
watching.
Just like an easy cleaning the house movie. And we appreciate you. Like Hayley said, protect your peace. Like I said, trust your gut. And we'll see you
In your nightmares.